Hi guys, Rue and I are here today to share with you some romance reads that I have been loving. I have gotten into like the Mafia romance world, and I am just a die-hard age gap romance person. I love the sophisticated businessman that's in his 40s and the girl who is, you know, can stand up on her own, you know, is confident and has, I don't really like the damsel in distress. I really like a confident young girl who's in her late 20s. So a healthy age gap romance. I'm not into like the grandpa scene. But yeah, so that just kind of will give you a bit of a range of what books I'm into. So if you're into those types of books, then you'll probably like my vibe, like what I'm into. But if you're not really that person, I enjoy more of the scenic books, if you will, open door romance and all that good stuff. So let's get into what I've been reading. And I think everyone that I am going to mention is on Kindle Unlimited. I'm a Kindle Unlimited girl, you know, we're saving money this year, and I really like to make the most of that membership by utilizing it. I went on Amazon and was like getting ready to buy romance books. I'm like, hey, you have Kindle Unlimited and there are good books on there. I know there are. So read them and find out and review. The first series we're gonna start with is the Dark Verse series. So this is a Mafia romance. It involves different gangs, and there's rival gangs, and basically in the first book, the daughter of the rival gang gets mixed up in with another character in a different gang. It says all of this on the back of the book summary, so no spoilers here. And basically there is a romance that blossoms there that is super fun, and then from that you go into the second and third book, which then focuses, in the first two books it's based on the first romance, and then in the third book it focuses on a different romance. I rated the first book, The Predator, 5 stars, which was so good. I was so pleased to find it. I'm looking, oh yes, I put a very slow burn on there, and I do think it's, oh gosh, it's such a good read. You guys, I think will really like it. The second one, I believe I gave 4 stars. Yes, 4 stars for the second one. I didn't write a review on that one. And then for the third one, I gave it 4 stars as well. And there is a 5th one, I believe. Yes, and I have not yet read the 4th one. I think I am going to go back and make sure and finish that series just to have a nice rounded out series done. But I did go ahead and I switched over to a different romance, and I read the Orlov Broadva books. I probably murdered saying that, his first name, but it is Cruel Paradise is the first book, and Cruel Promise is the second book. This book is a personal assistant, millionaire, billionaire kind of romance vibe, super good age gap. Basically it says this in the book summary, basically the assistant leaves a dirty voicemail to her boss, and he hears it, and just kind of from there you can imagine what happens. I thought it was good. I rated it 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. I had been reading, like I switched to read like a fantasy book. I'm in the middle of Crescent City, but I'm a huge romance reader, and so I kind of needed a little bit of a break from the fantasy. So I was just craving a good romance book. And so if I had my analytical brain on, and like my grammar, punctuation, that type of reading on, reality reading, then I don't know that I would have enjoyed it as much, because I did read the comments, and I don't know, I don't like to really read Goodreads comments going into it, because I don't want to have something in my mind before I like read it, like an expectation going into it. And a lot of the comments said that it was totally unrealistic, not very good grammar, But for me, I was sucked in. I loved it. I read the second book, obviously. So I rated the first book and the second book 4 stars, I believe. Oh, I take that back. I rated the second book 3 stars, but it is definitely worth your time reading, in my opinion. I think if you're wanting like a good little cheesy romance, you kind of know what's going to happen, but it's still going to suck you in. I would recommend these 2 books. And a romance read that I am reading right now is Wait For It by Mariana Zapata, I believe is how you say her name, I hope. And I don't know what I'm feeling on this one so far. It doesn't seem super mature. Just kind of like the language and the writing style of it. And I really like mature romances. Like, I want them to use mature words and just kind of that. Like, I'm not really into the romances where they use it's giving da-da-da-da vibes. Like, it's giving da-da-da-da slay. Like, any of those terminology that is definitely Z vibes. Yeah, I just used one. Gosh, I don't really enjoy reading books that include that. And this one is a little, I don't know, but I am enjoying it so far. It was on my want to read. A lot of 4 and 5 stars from people that I take recommendations from. So I am going to keep open to it and keep reading it. But I will keep you guys updated on what I think of that. And yeah, I just wanted to hop on here and kind of share some of my romance reads. If you guys are into the age gap romance or the Mafia romance, definitely leave me some recommendations down below. I love those books. I don't want to say it's hard. I know that there has to be other good ones out there, and I would love to find them. Bonus points if they're on Kindle Unlimited, because that is my girl. That is my girl. But thank you guys so much for watching, and be sure to tune into the next video.